The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
The show is starting on time. Pre-show, Scott was like, we got to start on time. We don't need to hear it from Matt Barr. And sure enough, one of the first comments I see is, holy shit, they're actually on time tonight. I also look at the camera. I saw Scott licking the side of his mug for some reason. I don't know what's happening.
I was really
Hey,
hoping
everybody.
you didn't see that. I was really hoping you didn't see that.
That was weird, bro. It's Tuesday with Stanford Sports. I'm Mike. That's Scott. Scott, how you doing other than clearly having some spillage issues with the beer?
Yeah, a little foam action, But we're good other than that. We are Gucci. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Notre Dame's 2-0. They actually look like a decent team so far.
Yay! And your good friend Brian Kelly. He did Brian Kelly things.
He did Brian Kelly. Big fat unlikable Bob Stoops doing big fat unlikable Bob Stoops things all over again. You hate to see it.
Good times.
It was a great weekend, Scott. It was
I'm happy for you. I mean, in general, I think the general consensus is that it was a solid opening weekend. There's a little bit for everybody to enjoy if you're a hater or just a casual observer like myself.
Like every college football fan, save LSU fans and Clemson fans.
And Clemson fans, yeah.
Everybody's fine. How this weekend shook out. They were like, Brian Kelly lost, Bill lost. Great weekend. Fantastic weekend all around. But long season. We'll see. But shakeups already, Scott, in the Wise Guys poll. Tons of shakeups.
My man, I'm coming in hot. We're ready, baby. Prime you. Let's go Buffs.
We got to talk about Prime because I want to know how you took all that in. Before we do that, though, let's say hey to Caesar. Caesar, how you feeling, man? You hood rat. Look at you hood rat.
Bro, I have nothing hood rat about me. My barber, once again, shout out Young Fakri, does amazing work. It never fails. It just never fails. I go from like a 7 with long hair to like an 8.5. Like it's a great time. So yeah. And always shout out GD too. Always.
Oh, there you go. Hey, How are you feeling about this weekend? You got the big.
Look. That's what I was gonna say. Some people season, they're all Mickey Mouse and bullshit. The real teams, their season starts this weekend. Wait, doesn't Notre Dame play Ohio State?
Not this weekend, no.
Oh, see, yeah, the real teams start this week. Alabama and UT.
Those are the only.
The real teams are gonna make it far in life. This week. My asshole like this. But you know who else's assholes like this? All the incestuous motherfuckers out in Alabama. Alabama has produced more inmates than prospects.
Dude, they are legit scared. They have relegated all Texas fans and the Texas band to the upper bowl as retaliation for what Texas did last year.
Pussy. They don't want the smoke, bro. Quinn didn't look too hot. But hey, same thing happened last year, and he came out looking like fucking Vince Young against Alabama till Dallas Turner wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Nick Saban is gonna lose his 5th home game ever this Saturday in Tuscaloosa. While those other hick fucks.
You're calling the upset. It's very rare for a Saban assistant coach.
It's only happened 4 times.
Yeah,
and I can tell you the like common thing. That someone on the team has won the Heisman or the team makes it to the fucking national championship.
Gonna be interesting, man. Gonna be interesting. By the way, Matt said your hair looks like a dyed Donald Trump hairpiece.
I wish it went that far back though.
Damn.
that's some harsh. That's harsh.
Yeah, but like it doesn't go far back.
I wish I had locks like that.
Yeah.
I wish I had me some Donald Trump hair.
I wish I had locks.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, his mugshot went crazy. His mugshot was crazy.
That mugshot is one of the hardest mugshots you'll ever see.
Shout out.
I've never
was it
seen
Fulton
I've
County?
never seen a more memed mugshot within like an hour of it going live. Like,
You know what's
I think
amazing
I saw memes before I actually saw the mugshot.
The amazing thing about that is, yes, the mugshot itself is like public record,
Hard.
but the state of Georgia owns like the properties of it. Like they own like the art of the mugshot. So technically, the state of Georgia can sue Donald Trump for putting the mugshot on shirts and coffee mugs and all this stuff. How amazing would that be? To just...
That's awesome. I kind of want that on a shirt though. That mugshot, like I kind of do. Not gonna lie.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's crazy the amount of mugshots they have. They have Young Thugs, they have Playboy Cardis, they have Donald Trumps. Like Fulton County's like, if you want a good mugshot, cool mugshot, you go to Fulton County. I'm being serious. I'm being so serious.
No, I'm with you.
I could deal without the one that Marcelo Zuna had a couple of years ago, but
That was in Fulton County.
yeah.
See, bro, the list goes on. Young Thug alone is worth enough. Bro got hit with the Rico.
How funny would that be if that like they got word of that and they like marketed to themselves as that like Fulton County known for these hot ass mugshots. Do not fuck with us. We will make sure your mugshot goes viral.
All right, listen, we got an awesome show for you guys tonight. It's college football heavy. I'm not gonna lie.
RP Bray Wyatt. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Wasn't that
All
2
right,
weeks
Bray
ago?
Wyatt.
Or?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I didn't say it last week.
Oh, okay. I just want to make
forgot
sure
my
I'm not
wrestling
crazy. I was
business
like,
in there.
didn't that happen 2 weeks ago? Or
Yeah, and I
did
had to
that,
say
like,
it. My bad. I forgot
just
last
happened
week.
and I'm old man.
That's my dog. RIP.
He's such a dog that you forgot about him last week. And he died.
Yep. I forgot about everyone last week. I was deathly ill.
You also like you didn't RIP the dude from Smash Mouth. You didn't RIP Jimmy Buffett. Like there's been celebrity
Wait,
deaths.
hold on a second. Wait. Did the Smash Mouth dude die?
Yeah, he died.
Shit! I saw that he was like sick or in critical
He was in
condition or
hospice,
something like
yeah,
that.
and then he officially died.
Oh.
Liver failure, unfortunately, due to alcoholism. It's a shame, but yeah, he's officially gone now. So there's your three. It always comes in threes, right?
Yeah,
so
but
it's Bob
Jimmy
Barker,
Buffett, bro.
Jimmy Buffett, and Steve from.
I'll put it to you like this: the only thing I knew about Jimmy Buffett was the fucking restaurant. That's
really?
it.
That's it. That's all you know about Jimmy Buffett?
And that was a song.
There was a song.
He made Margaritaville, and then the restaurants.
There's a lot of songs, bro. Listen, Jimmy Buffett had some bangers.
He lived a great life, as from what I saw. He made beach bum like a lifestyle. Like shout out to him, right? But I mean, yeah. Other than
Tank
hotels
said
and this one
R.I.P.
YouTube
Terry
video,
Funk. I forgot about Terry Funk passing away. Good Lord, man. It's been a rough year.
R.I.P. to that man.
Listen,
or
do
woman.
you know who Terry Funk is, Caesar? Is that
Nope.
too old of a reference for you?
I could Google it.
He's a wrestler.
Imagine his
man.
name
Don't
is
worry
Terry.
about it. He's a wrestler. All right, listen, we got a great show. A lot of
Oh,
college
shit.
football talk. Wait,
Wait, my dad's from there. Hammond,
Hold on.
Indiana.
Hold on. Caesar just realized who Terry Funk was.
Dog.
Dog. A lot of college football talk. NBC with the big blunder on their first weekend of Big Ten football. Can't wait to talk about that. We actually cheered for Duke this weekend. That was a weird feeling. And they trolled Clemson in one of the most hilarious ways possible. The Oregon Duck, you want to talk about dog. That duck is a dog. And then we got some other stuff to talk about. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. We'll rate them on the scale of whether or not you would bang your beer. Scott, what is in your mug? And are you banging it?
Last week I began the whatever they're calling the Sam Adams Fall package this year. I don't know. They gave it some kooky name, but this week we're going with Sam Adams Hoppy Lager, 4.7% or no 8. Excuse me. Don't want to shortchange this light beer.
Already.
It's fine. The old me would have been like, this is so hoppy. I don't want any of this. It's actually really smooth, really good. And I mean, the hops it's rare that I say this, but they actually like enhance the flavor of this. Like usually, it's not
Wow,
just like
look at
hops
you.
for like hop's sake and like bitterness. I enjoy the shit out of this one. So yeah, I would lay this down smooth. Like I would be gentle.
You're so grown up. Like you're talking about hops enhancing the flavor. Who would have thought 7 years ago?
Oh,
when
I
this
know.
show
I want to
started?
go back. I so often in the show, I want to go back in time to Pliny the Elder. That Pliny the Elder episode. I know we talked about doing like a revisit series where like we go back and do some of the old beers, especially the ones that we like trashed or whatever. And we kind of ended up doing that on some of the ones we liked anyway.
Right.
I really do want to try Pliny the Elder again now that like we've gone through this long journey of getting on IPAs and trying all the hops. Like I want to give it another shot.
I remember being so mad at you that episode because it's like regarded as one of the best beers in the country. Like Pliny the Elder is right up there with like Hop Slam as like one of the best beers in the country, and you shit all over it. You're like, this is disgusting. So listen, if anybody out there from Cali can get their hands on some Pliny for us, you know, there's ways. We'll make it happen. Hit us up offline. We'll figure this out. But Scott needs to definitely taste Pliny the Elder again.
I do.
Pliny
I
the Elder?
really do.
It's Dan pointing out you're finally developing a taste for good beer.
I mean,
Tank said the evolution of your beer palate is one of the greatest long-term stories of this show.
it's true. It really has evolved quite. Like I would have never thought I would have got here. I can tell you.
I didn't think you were ever going to get there either. We used to have like how many toothbrushings?
How many brushes? And I think I said if I remember correctly, Pliny was like a 5 brusher. I think I said some absurd number, and I was so indignant. I was so mad about it. I'm like, people say this is a good beer. This beer's awful.
You know, if you tasted it now, you would be like, "Wow, it's not that strong. Like, this isn't bad." It's a
anti beer snob, like whatever that is, like just like supreme beer hater. I don't know, but like yeah.
Wow. How about this high praise from Matt Barr? Your beer tastes have had a better character arc than Jamie Tart. That's amazing.
Damn,
pretty solid.
I'll take that.
The Jamie Tart redemption story does rival the Scott beer taste redemption story that we've seen. Let's throw it over to somebody who has not had that.
I'm behind. I'm like, I know that he does get redeemed. I know a couple other things, but I'm like, I really need to watch season 3. My excuse at first was I'm waiting till the whole season finished. Then the whole season finished, and I was like, shit. I should probably get on that.
I'm waiting until the next season.
I know, and I'm like, the writer's strike. I got time. And we're going to be looking up. They're going to sign a deal and get shit back in production. Be like, I can't do it now. Like,
it's over. They're not making anymore. That was it. It's done. You're good.
No. I know, but what I'm saying is in general, like that was my excuse for, I got so many shows to watch. Like I'm just falling behind. Now I don't really have an excuse once these shows start to dry up. Like if this strike goes on for a while, to be like, so what's your fucking excuse now with none of these new shows?
Scott said Scott's beer tastes aged as well as Mookie has. And Mookie from the comments, thank you, Scott. We miss you, Mookie. I can't wait till you're back in the speakeasy with us. Let's go to somebody whose beer tastes haven't grown at all since you joined the show. Caesar, what are you drinking tonight, and would you bang it?
I don't think they're ever gonna change. I'm drinking.
I didn't believe either, my man. I didn't believe either.
Well, they're not going to change if you're just pounding Heineken Silvers on the show, man.
It's it's like a European Michelob. They're fire on the golf course. They give you like a little more, like, I don't know. Shout out all my Dutch out there. Wait, this shit is Dutch, right?
I think we've got.
Yeah, Holland. Yeah, shout out Virgil van Dijk. Shout out Raven Gravenberch. Shout out fucking Cody Gakpo. I love all of you boys. Those are Liverpool players. Sorry. But yeah, sure, I'd smash it. It's calm.
All right, fair enough. Let's check the comment section, see what you guys are drinking. Dan, he's got Trees and Seas IPA from Three Blondes Brewing, 6.7% ABV. Very average beer, 5 out of 10. Sounds like he would at least get a handy in the parking lot out of that Rex is drinking a
done
Sam
that once,
Adams
not the
Jacko
most
Ale
fun.
pumpkin ale. There you go, Scott. The Sam Adams pumpkin ale.
That
from
is
Rex.
that's coming. That is coming.
He
Probably
said
next
he would
week.
only drink it to get the taste of weed and hooker spit out of his mouth.
Rex is not wrong. It's like I said, I mentioned it last week. Like it's a very just whatever pumpkin beer.
It is. It does not rate for me as a pumpkin beer.
No.
Juicy Joe, Big Joe chiming in saying,
What up, Joe?
Modelo Oro, your low carb option with a touch of taste. So there you go, Caesar. If you want to break out of the Heineken Silver entrapment,
I got
you
a
can go
6-pack.
with
That's why I was drinking them so often.
And Matt Barr going, no drinking for me tonight. I drank plenty enough this holiday weekend. You and me both, man. The kids, my wife was gone. It was me and the kids. And as soon as they went to bed, oh boy, did that bourbon start flowing. Tyson said he's drinking a Sam Adams pumpkin ale. He said it's mid. I have, once again, the same pumpkin ales I've been drinking the last 2 weeks. I got the Mad Tree Pumpkin and the Taft's Frisch's Pumpkin Pie Ale. You already know how I feel about these beers. Absolutely banging them. That's why I still drink them. Let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and tell us whether or not you would bang your beer. Let's get right into it tonight, fellas, and let's talk a little football. So Duke played Clemson, knocked off Clemson. First time that Duke has beat a top 10 team since they beat Clemson several years ago.
First time since the first time.
It was great to see because old Bill was in rare form before the game. They got that number 9 ranking. He was talking about, the chip on their shoulder and probably mentioned something about God and God's NIL and whatever. But one of the things that Bill did mention was that he said he doesn't like playing at Duke because they have a certain thing with their field where the walk to the locker room is an extended walk. And he said, quote, the other unique thing about the stadium that I don't like and nobody likes that plays at Duke is you have to, it's like a 2 or 3 minute walk. It's a long way to get to the locker room, a long way. And in college football, you barely have enough time to go to the bathroom and talk for 30 seconds in there. And it's time to go again. I'm sorry. I missed Sarah.
Sarah really wanted her beer mentioned.
I apologize.
So.
I missed Sarah.
No, it's okay. I was just like, I'm gonna throw this up there because people in the comments were like, show her
Sarah's
beer.
drinking
Show her
Hardwood
beer.
Farmhouse Pumpkin, a Walian style farmhouse ale brewed with pumpkin and spices. 8.5% ABV, all the way from Richmond, Virginia. Go Hokies.
And Steen. All right, you're saying
Sarah, I'm sorry. I apologize for missing the beer. I apologize. I wasn't even looking at the comment section either to see how pissed everybody got. Good Lord, I'm sorry. Also, Scott is drinking Dark Horse Brewing, Plead the Fifth Bourbon Barrel Aged Russian Imperial, 11%. I would bang that beer for you, Scott. That sounds amazing. All right. So anyway, Dabo starts talking about this walk in Duke Stadium. Let's forget the fact that Clemson has to take a bus from their locker room and then they run down a giant hill into the stadium. He's pissed off that he has to walk a little bit when he plays at Duke. So what does Duke do in retaliation? Duke goes ahead and sets up the Junior Blue Devils Skills Challenge, complete with a bunch of kids' inflatables right in the pathway to the visitors' locker room. So that means Clemson had to walk around all of the inflatables to add just that little extra to their walk. High quality petty, 10 out of 10. I support the hell out of this. I became a Duke Blue Devil fan because of this. This was so well done to just be like, oh, you don't like how long the walk is, Bill? Well, guess what? Now you got to deal with a bunch of little kids in fucking bounce houses. Good luck, asshole. I love it. I'm so pumped. Scott, on the petty scale, where does this fall for you?
What a face turn for Duke. My God, I've got to get me some Blue Devils merch. This is fucking hard. Amazing. Seriously. This is petty 11 and that shit's delicious, bro. I love this. Fuck, it could have been anybody, but it makes it even better that it's old bitter Dabo.
He's so mad too. Caesar, you said that was hard. Man. That was the hardcore move from Duke.
No, their merch is hard. Like I'm not the biggest fan of Duke, but you cannot tell me that the Duke Blue Devils.
I had
is
no
not hard.
idea that he was referencing that. Like you said that so late, and what I was saying, I thought you were talking about.
No, it's because my
it goes
shit's
hard.
Dead. Apparently, I'm behind as fuck.
I thought that you were saying that it goes hard that they were that petty, which I mean, both can be true, but yeah, I mean, fuck the merch. But I'm repping it for this, just for this. I mean, maybe I'll get some Duke lacrosse. Too soon?
That's crazy.
I love that Dabo, the guy who said his program was grown in God's name, image, and likeness, got taken out by the Blue Devils this weekend. That's so just chef's kiss of irony to throw on there. The other story that came out of this, I love it. Duke's quarterback, apparently his mom calls him before every game and says, "You suck," just to keep him humble. She takes him down a few pegs. Before every game, he's got a bracelet that he wears that says "You suck" to remind him that he's not that good. And then he goes out and beats Bill Swinney on opening weekend. Caesar, that was an interesting smirk you just had. It feels like that one hit home.
Yeah, bro. My mom would be like, "Take your head out of your ass. You're not that good." Or like, "Study. You're not that smart. Like, come on." I mean, it worked. I got this far. Like, I'm alive. So, I mean, she wasn't wrong.
I mean, I was just gonna say, every good parent humbles your ass. Like you fucking teenagers thinking you know all the shit, like everything. Like you think you know all of it. Like yeah, fuck mom and dad. They don't know piss. And then like you become a parent, and you're like, wow, fucking kids don't know dick, dude. They are so dumb. They're so dumb and so naive and arrogant. Like fuck them kids.
The first time I got a fade, right? I also dyed my hair for like the first time ever. I thought I looked fire. Oh, I did. From like the fucking poll results at like school. Well, not the poll results, but like I forgot my Google form. But my mom was like, "Your hair looks red." Like, no. So I get home from school feeling like fucking Hugh Hefner, but with consent. And my mom would be like, "No. Change that shit back, you weirdo."
There's nothing like when mom just hits you with "Oh, sweetheart, you shouldn't have done that." Like that's
no, it's not even that. It's chingao, mijo, ¿qué hiciste? And I'm just like, fuck.
That sounds scary. Like, oh damn, I don't even know what you said, and I'm like, oh fuck. Sorry, mom.
What the fuck you do?
I'm like, sorry, mom. Damn.
I don't know. ¿Cómo que I don't know? And I'm just there like,
hold on. Your mom hits you with the like, get your shit together, like what's going on in Spanish, and you hit her with the English.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh god, doubling down on the stupid. Like, come on, man. You know you're supposed to answer in Spanish.
I was like, I don't know. I just thought it looked nice. ¿Cómo que I don't know? Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should take you to my barber.
Oh, lo siento, like. Lo siento. Even I know that one. Oh shit!
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Sarah said that Duke's quarterback, that his mom has A++.
Bro, his name's Riley Leonard. She needed to be on top of his ass.
Yeah, that's a good point with a name like
bro,
that.
She wasn't. He'd be fucking taking a picture in Fulton County for lack of consent.
Thank you, Mookie, for pointing out we were going to give people a seizure as everybody was clicking the buttons to to get the thing off the screen, and we kept clicking it at the same time. It was like you were right here with us, Mookie. Tyson said his mom sounds like the kind of dom we're all looking for. #5 marks.
That's just a mom. That's just a bean mom, dude. All beans moms sound like they could fucking kill you in the span of a second. It's just bean moms.
I like that we got a "What's up, shitbricks" from Essential Sounds Entertainment. I appreciate you.
Hello, shitbricks. We're all shitbricks.
All right, so Scott, as a non-college football fan, I know you were excited to see Bill go down. Did you watch any of the game whatsoever, or were you just like tuning in the next day, like checking the score the next day and just excited? Like, how did you receive the news of Bill Swinney losing his opening game this year?
Like every good casual fan, Somebody posted about it in the group, and I saw that shit on Facebook. I was like, oh, look, this assholes fell down on their face against Duke. That's embarrassing as shit.
Nah, Duke's got a good team.
Duke does have a good team, but
They have
it's
a great
also
team.
Duke, and like
Right.
they're not
Like,
Clemson level.
Clemson's
Like,
not
Clemson
supposed to
is-
lose to Duke, period.
Clemson's entering their 2010 Texas era. That's what it seems like.
I got to be honest. Like
Feels like
after
they've been there,
seeing
to be
them-
honest with you. Last
after
couple
seeing
years.
Florida State play against LSU and then Clemson, like everybody was saying before the season, Florida State was going to win the ACC, and now I think that's 100% true. Like Clemson looks like dog shit, and Florida State looks solid. Like they look like a squad, man. And I'm like, man, Florida State, are we about to see the return of the Seminoles? Like, is Florida State back, Caesar, or is this just fool's gold right now and it's just Brian Kelly shit in bed?
We got a
Don't
week.
do it, Scott. Don't do it. Don't do it. I heard you, you son of a bitch. Don't do it.
We got a weak
They're
ACC,
back,
and
baby,
I
they're
think
back.
Mike Norvell. I think Mike Norvell's done a great job recruiting and who he's pulled in. So, yeah, I think Florida State's gonna win that shit. They low-key might be a sleeper. If they win out, they're going to the playoff.
Holy shit. Hang on.
No,
Scott,
no.
get the race card ready.
No.
Get it ready. No,
Okay,
get
hold
it
on.
ready.
I'm getting it ready. All right, hold on.
You know,
Hold on.
hey, bro, you can't say that. You
I
can't
know
say
that's
that.
what
I
I'm saying.
can.
Get the, he deserves the race card for it.
He
Tyson
deserves
said,
multiple. Put a
"Is
fucking
there
white
a
cloak
dating
over his profile
for
picture.
Bean Mom's asking for a friend, and look at the it's spaghetti and meatballs.
No.
Race card.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, PJ saying Duke legend Danny Dimes loved that Duke versus Clemson game. Dude, it's already a weird college football season. Like you got Oregon putting up 81 points. You know who won the weekend? That the kid that transferred from Clemson, that DJ Ungalele.
DJ
Like, that
Ungalele.
dude, he is
Ball the fuck out.
he-
Yeah,
he
granted, they're playing
had-
TAMU Tech, but he balled the fuck out.
had a great game and he didn't lose to Duke. That guy, he slept great last night. He went to bed, tucked himself in with just a big old smile on his face. He was ecstatic.
Didn't lose the Duke.
Do you think, dude? Oh, that's the other thing. That's the other thing from the game. At one point, Clemson's quarterback was coming off the field and Dabo went to like give him a handshake or a high five. Right past him. Quarterback
Because
was right past him.
Rudnick had a decent game, in my opinion. It's the fucking play calling. Like, Dabo's not letting Garrett Riley call the fucking offense.
That's what I'm saying. Bill has lost the locker room. It's week one. He lost the locker room. If you got your quarterback
I
going
was just gonna
right
say
past
that
you,
week one.
that's a
Ooh,
bad
that's
look. man.
yeah, that is not. That's
You
not
don't-
good,
You don't make a
yo.
high profile hire in Garrett Riley and not give him the keys to the offense. Your offense was dog shit last year for a reason because you hired from within and they weren't good enough. You went outside to get Garrett Riley, who is supposed to be this offensive savant because look what he did last year at TCU. Granted, props. He did it with TCU. TCU's fucking dog shit, by the way. Anyways. Yeah, he needs to give the keys to Garrett Riley.
Matt Barr quoting you, Caesar, saying if they win out, they'll be in the playoffs. So if they go
Look at your disciples when they learn how to read common sense. I love to see it. Great job, Matt Barr. One of the disciples coming out and maybe becoming an apostle of mine. I love to see it.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad. Everyone's learning. Everyone's starting to know ball.
Everyone's starting to know ball. We're all catching up to Caesar finally.
Yeah, everyone's catching up, man.
The other big news that came out besides Clemson shitting the bed is that the ACC ain't dead yet, fellas. We were counting them out. They were done. The ACC was one of the ones that we were like, they're going to fold. Clemson, Florida State, they're going to go to the Clemson, Florida State, Miami, they're going to go to the SEC. You're going to have teams break off to the Big Ten. Like we thought for sure the ACC was dead, and here they are staying alive, doing what they can. They added Stanford, they added Cal, and they added SMU. So the ACC not dead yet. Caesar, what do you think? Do you think this is just running out the clock at this point, or do you think this is what they needed to do in order to keep Florida State and Clemson happy?
You know what this is like? When you go to a potluck and everyone brings their fucking food and shit, and you have the first person shows up and they bring Chick-fil-A nuggets. You're like, oh fuck yeah, like you're a dog. Thank you for bringing the Chick-fil-A nuggets. Next person brings the fucking big ass platter sandwiches. Oh fuck yeah, like thank you. Someone brings some other crazy shit. Then someone brings some crazy ass dessert, and then someone brings fruitcake, and you're like, what the fuck did you bring? Like you fucking loser. Why did you bring fucking fruitcake to a party in the summer? You weirdo. And that's what the ACC just did. They brought fruitcake to a party in the fucking summer. Like what is SMU, Stanford, and Cal does not move the needle in any other way other than academically.
I mean, it gives them California TV market and Texas TV market that they didn't have before. And also
Dallas, if even that.
It prevents their teams from bolting for another conference. Like that's the ACC's play, is they're just trying to keep teams from leaving. So they're doing whatever they can to be like, please don't go. Like they've got this contract with ESPN that people can't get out of, but it feels like they're like, we got to do something to keep people from leaving us. So let's bring in whoever we can at this point. And at this point, there's slim pickings. Everybody else is gone. Colorado's in the Big 12. The Big 10 already rated the Pac-12. So you're left with what you're left with. And the Pac-12 is now down to 2 fucking teams, man. Like, it's bizarre.
I'd even argue saying that Oregon State, I mean, because all we care about is football, essentially, right? Because I know Stanford's this great athletic, like, powerhouse, but no one ever talks about them in that manner because football.
They're going to beat so much
so
ass.
I think Oregon State and Washington State are in better situations.
Stanford golf is
what
nothing
the
to fuck
fuck
with.
is happening?
Them in that swimming program? Oh, shit, son.
Caesar, your Wi-Fi is lagging a little bit,
Bro,
man.
what the fuck?
Katie looked like he just became a big-time ACC fan. How about that?
God, I can't wait to see Tiger Woods chanting ACC.
There you go. Yeah.
Championship game.
Hell yeah.
Oregon State, Washington State are better than Stanford and Cal. Got it out.
But they don't fit in.
Christian McCaffrey was at practice the other day with ready. Just ACC. ACC.
Caesar, you're right. I do think Oregon State and Washington State are better than Stanford and Cal, but academically, Stanford and Cal fit in better with the ACC than Oregon State and Washington State too. So that's why they got to make that move. Where does Oregon State and Washington State go? Like, where do they go?
Mountain West.
No, Big you've
12.
Gone too far.
Big 12.
Mountain West.
Can you?
I was watching. Hopefully, I don't lag out during this because it made me literally like I almost pissed my pants from how much I laughed. I was watching the San Jose State Oregon State game because obviously I had fucking money on it, and I'm watching DJ Uiagalelei go off, and the commentators are trying to be like, "Oh yeah, what if Oregon State and Washington State move to the Mountain West and they call it the Mountain Pack?" And they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea." I was like, "What the fuck did you just say, bro?" Like, there's no way you're 40 and you came up with this idea. Like, dog, you made it this far in life. Use your common sense. Who the fuck are you? Like, please die today.
Do you want Oregon State and Washington State to like try to hold down the Pac-12 and like rebuild it? Like, we're not going anywhere. We're staying. We're bringing teams on. The Pac-12 will live on our backs, and they just try to build up the Pac-12 with like Boise.
Hawaii, come on. You're in.
Hawaii, Boise State, New Mexico State Aggies, the San Diego State Aztecs, the San Jose State Spartans. This is your new Pac-12.
Give us your unwashed, unwanted masses. Come on to the Pac-12. We're gonna hold it down.
Watch my dog take a shit.
Hey, Pac-12, we all we got.
I'd rather watch my dog take a shit than watch the Mountain Pack. I'm being so serious. Hey, Smokey, start taking a shit. It pissed me off watching the guy entertain the idea of the Mountain Pack.
Not even getting past the amount of times you're gonna have to hear all the bros talking about smoking a Mountain Pack. Like that easy fucking stupid joke that'll be told a billion times to death.
Don't worry,
it's already bad enough that the joke is being made nonstop that now we're down to the Tupac. Haha, get it? Because there's two teams left.
God. So I didn't know. God. Womp womp.
Hey, Caesar, Sarah wanted to know if you're still in a hurricane. Is that why we have a lag?
Bro, I don't fucking know. I got mesh Wi-Fi recently, so I bring out a router every time, and it's been solid. I don't know what
And
the
then
fuck happened
PJ,
today. I
who
guess
has
it's too
finally
hot. It's
switched off because
1:15.
the central account said, "Are you using DSL or dial-up?" And Sarah wants to know if you know what either of those things are.
Hell no. Do you use the phone for either of those?
Oh my god. Do you use the phone for either of those? Wow. Wow.
Dial up. Well, I mean, it has dial. There's a dial on a
You
phone.
do. Yes, you do use the phone for dial-up.
But how would you get internet off your phone using dial up?
Oh goddamn! Oh goddamn! You don't even know, man. You don't even realize.
The oldest sort of tech I know is the fucking old ass.
Well,
Yeah, that's
That
kind
bitch.
of how like the internet started. It was like that was like dial-up. That kind of exactly what you're describing. I mean, you could hear the damn thing dialing the numbers out.
dial-up is also a little bit more recent than the rotary phone. Just a slight more recent history than the rotary phone. But yeah, Caesar, at one point in time, you would have
had
to
to
say to your
choose.
parents, "Can you get off the phone? I want to go online." And then they would tell you, "Get off of the internet because I'm expecting a call." That was a conversation that happened in households across the country.
Dog shit ass innovation.
Or
It's not my
more,
problem.
it was more like, get off the fucking internet. This is the third time I'm telling you.
Get off
I
the
better not
fucking
have to tell
airwaves.
you
That shit
again.
is trash.
Yeah, that was more like it. Like,
Are you in a
Dear God.
goddamn chat room again? What have I told you about these things?
no, I can't get off now. I haven't finished illegally downloading this entire album. Give it 15 more minutes. It says 15 more minutes. Fuck.
Hang on, Mom. She just put her away message. She just got her away message away. I'm trying to find out her ASL, okay? Just give me a second.
I know ASL because of Omegle.
What? You're
ASL?
what?
And then show boobs.
What is it? Wait. What?
ASL?
And then show
Egg
boobs.
sex location.
Yes, I know, but what did you say first? You said I know
Omegle.
that because I'm on what? What's a Omegle?
I know that because of Omegle. It's like
Oh,
it's
Scott,
like
you
a
don't
video
know
chat room
Omegle?
where you meet a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, no, I've never heard that. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's like chat roulette. Like where you just like all of a sudden it just pairs you up with somebody and
Oh,
can,
and you're
like,
just talking to
you
somebody.
just
That
talk to
dude,
them. Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time somebody showed me that. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like you just randomly get on here just to talking to folks, and then it switches up." I'm like, where has the human race gone?
I am glad that was your experience with chat roulette because that was not my experience with chat roulette.
Oh, you got
I
the
never
other
wanted
one.
to go back to
Oh,
chat roulette.
you got the other one. Yeah, I heard that was a frequent thing to happen. It's like, oh yeah, a lot of times you just get on here and just bam, just I'm
Dude,
like,
there's a dude
come
choking
on,
his dick, and you're
man.
like,
It's
dude.
It was just nonstop. Like you click the button, it's like, oh, there's another dick. What? Oh, there's another dick. What? There's another dick. Oh, there's a lot of dicks out here tonight. All right, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and log off and never go to this website ever again for the rest of my life.
you get the one girl, right? And they're having a conversation, then you tell all your friends, there's a girl. Then next thing you know, it's like four girls on one side, and then like four guys just like, God fucking damn it.
We heard you though. We heard you. You were good. There were four girls on one side, three guys on the other. We heard
Girls
you.
are flirting with each other. It's just a fucking orgy over Omegle. Everyone like flirting with each other. What a time to be alive.
Oh man. It kills me that you don't even know what dial-up internet is, though, dude. That hurts.
Is that the
Yeah, kind of, sorta.
Oh, we got it. Solid.
Close enough, I suppose.
Dan had said originally that was a pretty damn close to the.
That's what I'm
AOL
telling you.
dial-up
Like it
on
wasn't that far
Apple.
off when he did the rotary thing.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was great. Mookie said the segment is boring him. Let Caesar talk more. We would love to, Mookie.
I like how the guy who
I
can't be on the
would,
show
but
is
my
sitting in
internet's
the
fucking
chat.
dog shit.
Guys, I'm not gonna make the show, but I'm gonna sit here and critique the show, the entire show in the chat. Okay, cool story, guy.
Full story, bud.
He did do that to us. Oh, listen, it's going to be like a couple weeks. I won't be able to be on, but I'm going to be in the comment section every single night. You're going to love it. Hey guys, so we're talking conference realignment. Not only have teams switched conferences and things are crazy, but there's also weird, like this college football season is
Fuck
weird.
the Big Ten.
Thank you, Caesar. Yeah,
I don't want to subscribe to bullshit.
If you don't know, the Big Ten signed a new agreement, and they are now everywhere. Like the Big Ten is on CBS, the Big Ten is still on ABC, they're still on ESPN, and they also signed an agreement with NBC. NBC for the longest time was just Notre Dame football. That was the only college football you could see on NBC was Notre Dame, and now they're branching out. They've signed a deal with the Big Ten. So this weekend was their first Big Ten broadcast, and they got Chris Sims, they got Mike Tirico, and they put it on Peacock because they were driving subscriptions to Peacock. They put the Michigan game on there, and it was their big Saturday kickoff on Peacock, and they were all excited. And then they went viral for all the wrong reasons, because as they cut to Tirico and Sims in the booth, behind them was the big Saturday on Peacock logo that looked like Big Turd Cock hanging out right behind Tirico and Sims.
Next week, smaller font, 1,000%.
Big Ten Turd Cock.
Guys, I want to know if you're like sitting there, you're like one of the people who came up with the design, and you're like, all right, this is the layout we're going to put in the background, and this is what we're going to have. And then it shows up on the screen, and you're like sitting there on Saturday. You're like, all right, here we go. This is, guys, you got to check this out. I did this design that's going to be behind them. This is cool. And then there on your screen is Big Turd Cock.
Take it down. Oh, no. Tell them to take it down. Take it down. Oh, no. This is my fucking career. It's fucking over, man. Just like that. Just like that. They finally gave me my chance to fly, and it is fucking over. I had one job. I had one fucking job. That's it. I'll never work in this town again.
I have a question.
Oh, life ruined.
Why do they still wear a dress shirt and tie? No, just wear a tracksuit. No one gives a fuck what you're dressed in.
Are you talking about Tirico and Sims? No, you gotta be in. You gotta be looking good.
You're calling Michigan versus fucking Transylvania State. You'll be fine with a tracksuit.
Hold on a second. Don't know. That's the second time. Tracksuit. Like, come on. There's a lot of casual things that you can wear that aren't a fucking tracksuit.
A trackie goes hard.
They would look fine in like polos. I don't need my man's looking like gabagools on a fucking Saturday afternoon.
No, imagine a trackie
and a
tech fleece. Oh, they go hard as hell.
It's me, Mike Tirico.
Mike Tirico.
Is Tirico Italian anyways? Like, how did that work? Like, where did you get that from? Mike Tirico Italian.
Do you think Tirico is Italian? Is that what's happening right now?
Tirico Italian. That's the
no woman. Tirico.
Is he Italian, Caesar? Is he?
I'm looking at his wiki.
All right.
Oh, what do you mean sucking my dicka? Tirico was born in New York City to an Italian American mother and an African American father.
And I just got shot, I guess.
He's got shat on.
Oh, I got shat on, did I? Oh, served me on.
It's because what's the past tense of shit? Shat, right?
Also, I was gonna say, I mean, never mind.
Shitted?
Go ahead.
Joe said they're looking like Eastern European sex traffickers in tracksuits.
I know, like they're supposed to be wearing crazy. Too. Come on, man.
They could wear some nice little cuff joggers with a nice little hoodie or a track jacket. They look fire. I could fit up Tirico real nice. Pause.
Oh,
wow. I give you a great outfit.
First pause of the show. Sarah said if they're wearing a tracksuit, they best have a Kango.
Dude, I wanted
that. I would allow
Kango hat so bad. I can't find them.
Can you imagine? Not even Mike Tirico, just Chris Sims rocking a backwards Kangol hat and a tracksuit.
Those bitches are hard.
No. Because Tirico's got to have he's got to have the Kangol bucket hat.
I want to dress as Cameron as Killer Cam for Halloween.
Tirico's rocking the Kangol bucket hat. He's going with original LL Cool J. Like, That's what the fuck he's rocking. Dude, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm here for this. I'm here for tracksuits as long as we get sweet Kangles.
I don't
Top it
need
off.
the guy look like a financial analyst talking about Michigan State and Blake Corum. Like, I don't need it. Like, wear a polo, wear a trackie. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Wear some drip.
Is
Wear
it time
some
to just
drip.
revamp what everybody wears? Because like college football coaches have changed a lot lately. You know, now it's more of like Marcus Freeman, wears, like,
Athleisure.
tight fitting, like Under Armour shirts that like look good. And you know, I think it's time we get away
Progress.
from what we've worn. Like basketball coaches don't need to wear suits anymore. We don't need to see Sean Miller sweating through 3 layers. Okay, like he can let him just wear his
They frequently
3/4
don't
zip and-
anymore. It feels
I know,
like college coaches are moving a lot away from the suits. Like
They
I
really
see them.
have.
I see them
Basketball
in
coaches
suits
in
maybe
general.
half the amount of time that
You know
they
what
used to do
expedited this
before.
process? Good word, expedited.
What expedited it?
COVID. COVID happened, and in the bubble, all the
Shout out
coaches
to
were wearing fucking trackies and quarter zips, and it stayed that way.
Shout out to COVID, I guess. Right?
Bro, shout out to the pandemic. Shout out to the pandemic for real. Shout out to the pandemic. It paid for my rent.
We've been on that. We've been on that. Just the stimmies. Just the stimmies.
Just the Stimmy. Shout out to just the
shout out
Stimmy.
to
The pandemic.
The pandemic, I'm not cool with, but shout out to the
No, the
stimmies.
pandemic. BAND.
pandemic.
The pandemic.
Tyson said they should just go full OG Run DMC.
And that looks
Yes.
clean with some superstars. Like, that looks solid.
Joe Hall said the Charlotte coach wore a cutoff sleeve T-shirt.
Even better.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He looks like a
Oh,
dog. He looks
Caesar,
like a
we gotta
hog in the
find this
trenches.
picture. Because that's badass. A coach just rocking a cutoff sleeve T-shirt on the sidelines. That's amazing. Then Tyson said they should just go late career Elvis jumpsuits.
Full body
fat?
jumpsuits. Yes, but then imagine that. Imagine your fat ass head coaches in full on jumpsuits on the side.
Imagine Sam Pittman with his fucking boobs in a cutoff shirt.
All right, let's go from somebody at NBC who probably lost their job to probably a college kid who lost his job over the weekend because UCF was playing Kent State. We should rephrase that. UCF was beating the shit out of Kent State this weekend, and there was an unfortunate tweet that UCF had sent out. Their Twitter account sent out a tweet of their quarterback on the sidelines talking to the OC up in the booth, as they often do, and captioned the picture, "Someone call the National Guard." Caesar, I got to know, do you understand why
that's
this
awful.
is not a good thing for the UCF account to tweet out? Do you know why that's a problem?
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
No, it was not the Cuban Missile
Swing and a
Crisis.
miss.
It wasn't 9/11, right?
It was not
Was
9/11.
not 9/11.
Bingo,
Strike
there it
two.
is.
Strike
We don't-
two. Like
the
we got
streak
one more
continues,
chance.
though. The streak continues, though. Thank you, Caesar. The streak continues. Sarah, I apologize.
The
I
only,
don't
thing,
have
the only,
her
thing,
out,
the only
but
thing I can think is of
Eagle
is Shannon
streak.
Sharp. Someone call the National Guard. Help is on the way.
that's the reference they were making. That's the reference. They were referencing Shannon Sharp doing so. But
Or the
there was-
Challenger when it exploded.
Three.
No,
Strike
no.
three, my friend.
Oh fuck!
Hit the
No.
baseball intro.
I don't know.
Caesar, there was a very unfortunate incident that happened back in the 70s at Kent State's campus where they were protesting the Vietnam War and they called in the National Guard and 4 students were shot and killed. It was a real fucked up thing.
And they tweeted that against Kent State.
Yes, they tweeted that while playing Kent State. Again, I think in all fairness, I think this is a college kid running the account. That
Yes,
is like Caesar,
yes,
whose first
yes.
reaction was, does it have anything to do with 9/11? No, I think
Yes.
we're good. He has no idea that that was a thing that happened in the past, but man, is that not a good look. Like, that is a problem.
Actually,
like-
I think it's even worse. I think it's probably some dumbass college kid who, you know what would be funny? You know what? Let's see how many people get this one.
It depends who their intern is. If
Seriously,
you give me a picture of the
seriously,
intern, I can
because
tell you
I
who it
refuse
was
to
on
believe
purpose.
that a college educated kid wouldn't know about Kent State. Like,
I didn't know.
I was gonna say,
I have a
Caesar's
degree.
college educated.
dude, I mean, it's not like we were out of like they just stopped teaching that in school. I
No,
mean,
they did.
Jesus.
I can tell you, they did.
Jesus
You know what?
Christ.
You know what I learned about like the segregation of Ole Miss through a 30 for 30. Not at school.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I learned more about segregation through the help than at school.
Golly,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. School's trash.
Like, seriously, I mean, I learned that in high school, like early high school.
But is that just us being from Ohio, Scott? Like, is that an Ohio thing that like it becomes
Well, okay.
more-
Well, you know what? I don't know.
It
Maybe
might be
we'll have to ask
low-key.
you. Like, that's the only thing that I'll give you and say, all right, maybe I know of it because it's a locale. But I feel like that just came up like it's a big part of American history. Like Kent State or
don't think it
not,
is.
like it could have been any college, and I feel like that would have been a big fucking deal that the National Guard just came in and they started mowing people down. Like.
I learned about Emmett Till in 8th grade. It took all the way up till 8th grade to learn about Emmett Till.
Well, that's fine. I mean, but you should have learned about him. But like Kent State, like, I don't know. To me, it's a thing. Like it's a big part of American history. I don't know how it didn't come up until craft brewed sports. Like
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that one festival? Woodstock. I didn't learn about Woodstock till my freshman year in college in U.S. history.
What?
No, not my freshman year. My senior year. I took college classes in high school. My
Wait,
senior year of high school. No, junior of high school. I didn't know about Woodstock.
You learned about Woodstock.
And how much of a shit show it was, and like how people died and shit. My
Wait,
junior year of high school.
Hold on. Did you learn about Woodstock 99 and think that that's the regular, like the original Woodstock?
No, I'm talking about the dog shit one.
That's
dog
Woodstock
shit one.
99. That's
Oh,
Woodstock.
fuck, I've been confusing the
Woodstock
two
in the
for the
60s
longest
was
time.
like a peaceful, loving festival.
Oh,
Woodstock
fuck, I've been
99 was a
confusing the
fucking
two
riot.
the whole time.
Jesus Christ!
I didn't learn about Woodstock 99 until probably fucking today. I thought the shitty one was the first one.
I'm shook right now.
I thought the first one was the shitty one.
That Caesar learned about Woodstock 99.
Is that the one where DMX is like performing to half of a continent? Oh no, I saw the movie. I know about Firefest, and that was on Twitter.
BJ pointed out we're old. Got to realize that, dude. I feel older and older every week on this show. It
Yeah,
is
but-
fucking mind blowing to
But
me
the
right now.
Kent State thing, though, like
No,
I don't
dude, no
know,
one- dude,
man.
There's
Like that's
I
not
think-
so much old as just like they just stopped teaching shit. It's
I
just
would
like,
bet
somebody's
Lance
just like we don't need.
Armstrong-
They don't need to know about this anymore. This is irrelevant. Like
I would bet Lance
I don't feel
Armstrong,
like
my other
it's
testicle,
old to,
that
like
my brother doesn't know what
about our
Kent State is.
history. Like I don't know. I don't know, man.
Okay, we got to go to the comment section here because there's all there. We got to catch up. Joe wants to know: did the intern say 9/11 or am I still half asleep? He did say 9/11. He thought Kent State and the National Guard had something to do with 9/11. The streak
Shut up, the Freedom
continues.
Tower.
We continue the streak of 9/11 references on the show. Rex said, being from Ohio, I didn't learn about it in school growing up. Scott Dan said, what classes were you in at L. Boucher that taught that shit? Must have been them AP
L. Bowser.
classes.
El Bowser.
L. Boucher.
El Spanish. Motherfuckers in the Gabagool triangle hands going El Boucher.
L. Boucher. I'm doing my best Mookie wherever
I was just gonna say that was a very solid Mookie impression.
Thank
I'll give
you.
that.
Thank you for getting it.
Oh,
Everything is an Italian accent. Tank wants to know if we can get a spin-off show where we just teach Caesar about historical world events from the past 100 years. I think
But like
that'd be
insignificant ones, like the shit we just talked about.
entertaining.
insignificant
It's not
ones.
insignificant. There were 4 kids that got killed.
Bro, 8 people died at Astroworld. No one talks about it anymore.
Oh,
Like,
I
it
like
happens. Shit hits
I
the
like
fan.
that. No, nobody talks about it anymore. It's no longer important.
No, it's important, but like, okay, look, bro, you gotta fit in, pause this much of material for a state exam.
There's the problem.
My teacher was not tripping over the Kent State riots and unfortunate deaths to teach
There wasn't
me.
even riots. It was just protests. They were peacefully protesting.
So why'd they shoot him?
The guards. Because
Why did they shoot him? Because they're black?
the whole thing.
They had to shoot him for a reason. And I'm talking about, it was the 20s, so I assume they're racist. Was this in the 20s? When was this?
The 70s.
In the
What
20s.
the fuck?
In the 20s. We said protesting Vietnam. My man said. was
Oh
in the
shit!
20s.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Vietnam went. Whoop, whoop. It literally went whoop whoop. I did not hear the Vietnam part.
God.
I thought Vietnam was in the 60s. But anyways, I would have filled that trivia question.
Oh shit! Whitey.
Hey, but this is good to know. I could win trivia night at Pluckers.
There you go. Yeah, next time
If they ask
you go
about
to
Kent
trivia night and they
State.
ask what college campus did Crosby, Stills, and Nash write a song about when the National Guard mowed down
Crosby,
Fort-
Stills, and Nash.
Don't even. I don't. Never mind. Whitey said I volunteered at the Cincinnati Museum Center. You would not believe how uneducated kids are about every fucking subject.
Hey, let me cook. I'm learning. Let me cook.
Learning.
I'm learning.
And then Dan said he's calling a race card on my El Boucher joke because
Bro, it's El
Well,
Boucher.
that was why I initially laughed, because you said, and that's why I said El Boucher, because I was like, well, it's EL, it's the initials.
Dude,
I
I
knew-
know what this
Oh
school is.
no!
Okay, all
I
right.
knew you.
Okay.
I knew you did, but it
Okay.
made me laugh because you also went. with it. Like, it was funny on multiple levels. I totally knew what you were doing, but
El Boucher.
then it evolved into a race joke that I didn't even think that it was gonna go.
My mom
off.
would have sent me to that school just because she thought there would have been like a dual language program because it was El Boucher.
You're going to the Boucher.
Va a ser El Boucher, mijo. Va a ser El Boucher. Where? El Boucher. You mean E.L. Boucher? Ah, chingao. Yo pensé que era El Boucher.
I'm just picturing the Chris Farley El Nino skit from Saturday Night Live now.
Hey, El Niño's coming. Get ready for some crazy weather.
Spanish
my
for the
God.
Nino.
The Nino.
Fucking dumbass.
Thank you, Scott. Scott said, "How the f do you not love this show?" Thank you, my man. That's what I'm
Give my
trying to
man
say.
his due. Give my man
Yes.
his due.
First one of the night. You earned it. It's true though. How do you not love this show? Look at what we do for the community. We're teaching you about Kent State
for the
shooting,
kids.
making
The
borderline.
first shooting I heard about was Virginia Tech.
Oh my
No,
God.
that can't be true. That can't be an accurate. That
Yeah,
can't be
I was
a-
like 7 or 6 when it happened, and I was at my cousin's house, and he was like, "Bro, the school got shot up," and I was like, "Huh? Like real guns, not Nerf guns?" And he's like, "Yeah, like
Oh,
people
see,
died."
Here's how crazy
I was
I
like,
thought
"Oh
it was.
fuck, no way."
He said the first shooting I heard of was Virginia Tech, and I was like, "Is that where they start history now? Like, is that they're like, okay, so the shooting happened at Virginia Tech, so no wonder he doesn't know about the fucking Kent State thing if history starts at Virginia Tech in U.S. history
Well,
now.
when it
They're
comes
like,
to school
everything
shootings-
before that is irrelevant. We've only got this amount of time to teach things. We can't be worried about anything that happened before the Virginia Tech shooting."
They didn't teach us about like Columbine either. We found that out because someone at another school killed themselves because of like bullying. And then they're like, "Oh, well, if you have mental health issues, like don't worry, resources are here. Like we don't want you." And then they talked about Columbine, and I was like, "What the fuck?" 988. Yeah, it was crazy.
Whitey said that we should get tax exempt status for teaching Caesar all of this stuff. And there you go, Scott. He said, "Please tell me Caesar knows what Columbine is." There you go.
Yeah.
He just found it out. All right. PJ said we got to do a show where he teaches history the way he remembers it. It'll be like drunk history. That sounds amazing.
That would be pretty
I'm
solid.
on board with this. Matt said he's got his fantasy draft up. He's out. See you, Matt. Good luck.
Let Kelsey slide.
Yeah.
He's hurt. Gaslight everyone. Tell him he's hurt and that he's gonna die. I just traded for him and I gave some dumbass Cortland Sutton, and fucking Mark Andrews. My guy's only out like a week. I'm gonna win the whole fucking league. This league is becoming a dictatorship, and I'm the head honcho.
I love when Caesar decides to promote gaslighting. Go ahead and gaslight your league mates.
Yeah, bro. Fuck them. Tell them they're pussy. But if you have stupid people in it, if you don't have stupid people in it, then you get treated respectfully. I'm in 2 leagues. Stupid one and non-stupid.
He just read out the suicide help hotline and then endorses bullying 2 seconds later. You gotta.
That is different, bro. All's fair and love and war in fantasy football.
You gotta go in there and bully your league mates, but also don't kill yourself.
Oh, that's what the league's for.
America.
Camaraderie. I have a governor spotlight since we don't call each other owners. Since the NBA said that was racist.
Oh,
the GMs and the owners of the teams in fantasy football are called governors.
Oh.
But yeah, we have a governor spotlight where if something happens in the past month, I put in the corner of our newsletter, and then if there's resources out there for us to help them.
Wait a second, you've got a fantasy football team, fantasy football league newsletter that you send out every week?
My man goes so hard with
and hats.
With it.
God damn it, man. Like this is listen. If you enjoy fantasy football, do your thing, have fun, enjoy. But this is like my least favorite part of football season is like how into fantasy football people get. I can't,
dude. It's because it's become like you know the game of Risk, where you like want to take over the world and shit.
Yeah,
this is what it's becoming like a pissing contest. Fuck the teams. We just want to beat our friends. Like it's not even about football anymore.
Oh,
me getting to call you a bitch.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I have a rivalry with Shitty in fantasy like that. Like it goes
it's not
back
about the
all the
sport.
way. Oh yeah. No, because this goes all the way back to college days when we first met and we're playing basketball, football, but all of it. Now it's just anything. Anytime we go head to head, it doesn't matter what our records are. It's all like I gotta win this week. Like,
bro, we can be measuring how soft our dicks are, and whoever's softer is better. Like.
What?
Anything.
Pause.
Like, and granted, it's
What?
12 of us.
Pause.
What?
12 of us. 12 of us are like that with each other to the point where we're competitive for fucking everything. It's
Caesar,
it's
for
fun.
that comment alone, congratulations.
Motherfucker. What? You motherfucker, you.
I'm always gonna ride out for GD2.
Scott saying he's been playing fantasy football since 1993 and he's kind of over it.
Scotty, I feel you, man, dude. I got burnt out on it.
It's a fucking drug.
Probably, well, yeah, dude. Until it stops. Like I was doing. That's my problem. I was hitting too much. I had in football. I would do
fantasy football
5. Yeah, I do 5 leagues a year.
Oh my god!
And I would do 2 baseball. I was in, a basketball. And then if somebody people were calling me, asking me, at Sunday mornings would just be nonstop. Who would you start? People ask me questions. Fantasy was. It got to be too much. And then I was like, all right, I'm going into retirement. Dude, that first year I quit fantasy was the best ever. But of course, because I'm an addict, I got drugged back in. And it all started just like any good addiction. I was like, oh man, I'll just be in this one league. It'll be fine. I know I let it get out of hand being in 5 football leagues, but if I'm in just 1 football league, I'll be all right. I'm in 2 football leagues, the baseball league that I started. I'm a full-blown addict again. It's just smaller doses. I don't go all.
Whoa.
It's a hell of a fantasy sports is a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Scott said his senior year of college he was in 20.
Holy
Dude, that
shit.
makes no
That's
you
a
made the
problem.
playoffs in none of them.
And I thought I had a problem when I was in 5.
That's a problem. Listen, the times that I've played fantasy, I dreaded the draft because it was like, whoa, we're gonna do it in person.
Draft.
I'm like, I don't want to fucking go somewhere. Dude, okay, cool, we'll be there. I can't imagine the stress of 24 separate drafts. That sounds so fucking awful. So awful.
The
no
only good thing
enjoyment
is by the time
whatsoever.
you get through about 3 of them, you're just on autopilot because
Yeah.
you know it backwards and forwards. You're able, the draft pool so well that you're just able to, oh yeah, I'm taking this guy. This guy goes here. because I've done that where it's just like, hell, I did 3 drafts in the last 2 weeks, and I'm just like, by the third one, I was just like, okay, cool, like this is how this is going. All right, oh, that was a stupid pick. All right, oops, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever.
That's what I love
like,
about it, though. When you get together and your friend picks some fucking buffoon, like my friend picked Chris Godwin in the second round, and dude, we fucking let him have it. And some other guy picked Juwan Johnson, same thing. We let him have it. It was the best. Fucking losers, fucking idiots.
I just can't do it,
Dickhead.
man. I can't do it. I can't bring myself.
Can't wait to beat their fucking ass.
My seriously, the motivation is just bragging rights and wanting not to lose. Like, I want to not lose to my brother and Shitty so badly in this fantasy baseball league. It's like, I gotta win because I don't want to hear it.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've never been in a league where I've like legitimately wanted to just beat somebody in the. I'm always just like, well, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't. Maybe that's the problem. If I had a league where, like, you're right. I think if my brother was in a league, I'd be like, well, I gotta do better than Vic.
I gotta beat this sack of shit.
Yeah,
Fuck family. Fuck this piece of shit.
No,
Fuck you. Fuck you, you heathen.
It definitely did get to that point too, where it's just like, oh, when I was in 5, 6, whatever, how many leagues, some certain amount, it's like I had to trim all the fat of those leagues where it's like, oh, I'm just doing this random league. Like, I don't know anybody in the league because I don't care about winning those ones. Like, I'm only in leagues where there's like, I have personal vendettas against folks, or like, I really want to beat this person. Like my petty is what drives me through these leagues.
I'm only in leagues where I want to crush everybody's spirit.
Yeah. That's how I am.
It's true. Like, being in the ones that are just like, I don't want to beat people that are nameless faces. Like, that's not fun. Fuck that.
I want to show everyone how fucking smart I am and how dumb you fucking are.
PJ said he's into Eccentric Guy Talk, one league for 24 years now and 3 friends leagues, and I want to puke.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dan said he dropped out of 2 leagues this year, so he's down to 4 from 6. And Caesar, this is a question for you from Tyson. He said, what if, much like Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty,
fucking guy from Breaking Bad?
Yes, that guy. The act of measuring the softness of your dicks caused one of them to chub up a bit and the test wasn't valid. Is that...
I don't know, bro. It's just a metaphor. It was just a metaphor.
Dan said 2 of his leagues have been running for 12 plus years. That's insane. And then Sarah rightfully pointing out that Scott just thrives.
Winners thrive off personal vendettas. Winners.
I was just gonna say, I mean, you gotta have motivation. Your haters are your motivation.
Scott's the Michael Jordan meme. Like, and I took that personally.
dude. Okay, so that fantasy baseball league that I told you about, like, it was adding shitty because like last year I beat my brother in the championship, right? And so I had bragging rights all off season, you know. And you don't even bring it up that much. It's not like you constantly.
Oh hell no! I call my friends a bitch all the time.
Whenever the sport comes up, and it's like I've been able to remind them, right? So it's coming down again, but like going into this year, I was like, I know I have to add something else because like adding Shitty to this league, like Shitty is my main rival. Like we are like this when it comes to fantasy. Like we're the same person, we have the same philosophies and shit. It's just like I just want to beat him. I just want to beat him, and I can't have him beat me. And I started this league. I can't have this motherfucker win the first year of the league. Fuck that shit. I'll never hear the end of it. Fuck that shit. Do you know the pressure I'm under?
I appreciate the invite.
Commissioner Lives Matter.
Thank you for inviting
Oh yeah, I should invite the guy that dropped out of the league and didn't know he had certain players in like May last year. Huh? Yeah, you're right.
No, I knew I had certain players. I was also denied trades throughout the season that didn't really matter anyways. But no.
Yeah, sorry, your invite got lost in the mail.
I would have said no, but it would have just been nice to get the offer. That's all I'm saying. Like, I thought we were friends, but no, it's cool. It's cool. I get it. I understand.
Sounds like you're wifing me, bro. Don't wife me. Don't wife me like that, bro. That's kind of.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Really, I'm not mad.
Yeah, it's fine. You're mad.
Not mad.
You're mad. Okay, it's cool.
I'm just, it's nice.
I'm gonna go grab the blanket so I have something to cover myself up with on the couch. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably a good plan. I totally would have said no, though. If you're like, hey, man, starting a fantasy baseball.
Oh, I know.
I'm out.
You seemed miserable in it last year, and I remember you joined it reluctantly to begin with, and then you're just like, this stupid fucking thing.
I just hate. Well, okay, here's the thing about last year. When I joined that fantasy baseball league, I was like, yeah, I'll do fantasy baseball. And then they were like, you need to set your lineup every day. And I was like, that's a lot of fucking work. I don't want to do that. It's bad enough when I'm in a fantasy football league and I have to remember to set my lineup on Thursday night because I got to do it every day. Fuck this. This is stupid. I was over that league at the draft. I was done. I was sick of it. So, yeah, probably right not to invite me.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I mean, I know my audience. It's all good, man.
Not for
like
everyone.
I said,
Crack isn't for everyone.
well, yeah, no, it isn't. And I'll tell you this, like, and my brother was like, dude, you were right. And I'm like, and I got Glenn into it. Glenn hadn't played. He's into it. He's like, dude, you were right. About a month in, he's like, it is like a daily hit of crack. Like, instead of that once a week, I'm like, yeah, once a week for football. It just doesn't hit like that every day for baseball. Like, I'm going to, we're in the playoffs right now, and the season's going to be over the week after next. I'm already like, what am I going to do when I go to open my phone and I'm not going into the app to like look at my roster and like see what I need to change and move things around?
You know
like,
what I was doing? I was not opening the app ever. I was like, oh, yeah, these guys will play eventually. By the way, PJ said, shout out to my son Liam. He's next to me playing video games. He loved that you guys are talking to your comments. LOL. Shout out Liam. I hope you're beating your dad in your video games, bud. That's awesome. And then Tyson said, you know what's worse than fantasy sports? Hearing someone talk about fantasy sports. Okay, message received. Fine, we'll switch topics. There is another big story in college sports this weekend. The Oregon Duck, everybody. If you don't know this tradition, the Oregon Duck does push-ups for the number of points that the Oregon Ducks have scored. So if they score a touchdown, he does 7 push-ups. They score another touchdown, then he does 14 push-ups, and so on and so on. Oregon put up 81 points on Saturday, which means that the Oregon Duck, in the span of the game, did 546 push-ups. Dude, that is insane. And I got to be honest, I really wish Mookie was here right now, because Mookie would be like, I could do that. And we could prove it, do it in a video. Let's get some content out of this.
Would be an easy goad into him doing this. That's not that many. I could do that and then, drink a case. It's no big deal.
It took me like fucking 2 weeks.
How long do you think it would take you to do 546?
Realistically, like in one sitting?
Just in general, if somebody said do 546 push-ups, how long would you give yourself to do them?
Probably like 24 hours.
24 hours. So you think you could do 546 in 24 hours? Scott,
yeah.
How long? What's the clock that you're setting for 546 push-ups?
How many minutes in 2 weeks?
A lot.
For real though. How many minutes in 2 weeks? Like, you give me 2 weeks, I can probably crank out that number. I'll hit it 25 a day. Carry the one. It's about 2 weeks. Couple rest days in between.
20,160.
Thank you. Set the clock at 20,000.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. So you're giving yourself 2 weeks to do 546.
Dude. I'm guessing that, like, in the job description, for the mascot, it's like must be in peak physical condition, must be in really good shape.
Bro, have you seen the BYU mascot?
Because could you imagine this though? Like what if like you're just sitting there like you got to be in that suit? Like, man, they got to really stop scoring. Like, bro, I can't fucking do this shit. Like, if they score one more, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, for real. We gotta find a reason for me to not do these goddamn push-ups here in a second, because your boy is fucking hurting. It's 90 degrees on this field. I'm sweating my dick off, and you got me doing 500 some. Fuck this, dude. Oh.
Bo Nix threw 3 touchdowns. There was their leading rusher had 2 touchdowns. There was a receiver with 2 touchdowns. Like, this is unreal what they did. And Caesar's right. The BYU mascot had just gone viral because he did some crazy
He's
shit.
like Perk Angle, dude.
Yeah, he they stacked 3 like tables on top of each other, and he like pushed himself up and jumped and like caught himself on the tables and then pushed himself up and caught again. It is unreal what these mascots are doing today. Back in my day, you just got in a big furry costume and you rolled down the basketball court, and that was it. That's all you had to do. Now these guys are fucking crazy. And Sarah with the correct question: who is the biggest athlete for mascots, the Oregon Duck or the St. Joe Hawk?
Is it an actual hawk?
It's
Yeah.
no, it's a guy.
Oh no, with the arms.
Yeah. The St. Joe Hawk has to start flapping. I think it starts 5 minutes before every basketball game, and he has to continue flapping the entire game until it's over. So even during halftime, he has to be out there at least flapping one arm. And
Wait,
he's
what?
gone viral because back in the day, somebody tried to a mascot tried to like hold his arms down, so they got into a mascot fight, and the St. Joe Hawk was beating that ass while still flapping one arm. It was the greatest thing.
Wait a minute. They for real start flapping? You said a half hour
I think
before
it's
the game
I
started?
think it's 5 minutes before the game is
Through
when
the
they have to be
entire
out there.
game?
Yes, they do not. They're not allowed to stop flapping the entire game.
What? No, dude. Like, you want to talk about the more you know, Rainbow. I did not know that, and that sounds fucking insane.
It is
Like,
absolutely
seriously.
nuts. It's absolutely nuts that this dude
whole
like
fucking day.
Like, dude, if they go into 2 or 3 overtimes, you're like, stop.
it's so funny too, because like you see him, like he just has to have at least
kept
one arm
flapping
flapping.
it.
So he'll be like doing this on the sidelines, and then you can tell the arm's getting tired, and he just like all of a sudden is just like moving
Yeah.
this one, and then he's like, fuck, this one hurts now, so let's just give that one a break. And like he'll be in the team huddles, and he puts like an arm into the huddle, and then this one just flaps outside. It's bizarre, man. It's so bizarre, but it's badass.
Dude, what kind of training? What kind of training is there for that? There's
You
only one
jerk
type of
off.
training. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yep, there it is. Like, they're like, you got to really work it to have.
Who did the fucking flapping hawk fight?
I don't know who fought the mascot. It was the St. Joe's Hawk mascot. But yeah, you can Google the St. Joe's Hawk mascot fight, and you'll see the video. Somebody tried to like come up from behind.
Oh, it
and
was
hold
against
his
Rhode
arms
Island, the
down.
Rams.
It was the Rhode Island Rams. There you go.
Of course, it was an in-conference opponent.
Oh my
I
god.
love mascot.
Oh my god, he's flapping his fucking bro, this job's gotta fucking suck.
He gets a full ride. He gets a full ride for doing it. So it's not that terrible. Thank you, Chris, for me to hit the Rhode Island Ram in there.
Doctor in the house, baby.
PJ said, let's play over under for wins. Call a team and let's predict over or under their betting line for wins. I am not prepared for that, but we could probably pull
Wait,
that
for
up
what?
here. You name a team and we say whether or not they're going to go over and under.
For what sport? Like, would
It's got to be college football. We're talking college football, man.
Oh, okay, sure.
Texas over.
Well, because I already did the NFL one.
Texas
I'm already,
over. Alabama
already-
under.
I'm already gonna win that shot bet. when
Alabama
Washington
produces
doesn't win
more
more than
inmates than
16.
athletes.
I didn't know what we were doing. That's why I was like, wait a minute, are we doing another one of these? Am I
Are
gonna
we
school some
buying?
other
Are
one?
we buying Colorado? Because Colorado's
Yep,
over.
I'm in.
Like
Go
4.
Buffs.
3.5.
Go Buffs?
It's
Oh,
3.5.
they're winning. They're
gonna
winning.
beat
They're winning more
Nebraska.
than 3.5 games. They're winning.
They're
more
gonna
than
beat
3.5
Nebraska because Nebraska loves to fucking Nebraska.
They will have more than 3.5 wins before the end of October. I can guarantee you that.
No, I don't think that, but they'll have more than 3.5 wins. They play some other Mickey Mouse ass schools.
Look, they've got a tough schedule. Like, it's crazy to think that the Pac-12 is actually decent this year. They've got some solid teams, but
They might be the best they've ever been since 2016, 17, and they're dying next year.
It is bizarre. All right, listen, let's do this real quick. Caesar, why don't you look up some lines for us? Some over-under win totals for the year for college football. While
Wise
we
guys
do
time.
that, Yeah, let's do a little wise guys
Yeah.
to do this. So if you've never seen this portion of the show before, this is where we rank our college football top 10, and it's based solely on odds to win the national championship. So this is going to be the wise top 10.
Go! The beat dropped. Now the tracksuit thing is pretty ominous.
All right, guys, we had teams drop from the rankings this week. So dropped from the rankings, you have LSU. They were at plus 1,100. They're now at plus 3,500 out of the top 10. Also dropping from the top 10, Clemson, who was originally at plus 1,800 before this week, now to plus 6,000. So Clemson and LSU out of the wise guys top 10. Let's take a look and see what the top 10 is for week 2. Here we go. Number 10, Tennessee at plus 3,000. Number 9, Notre Dame at plus 2,800. Number 8, Texas at plus 2,500. Number 7, Penn State at 2,200. Number 6, USC at plus 1,400. USC has been at plus 1,400 to win the national title since the beginning of last year. That's just where they put USC every single day. They're just like plus 1,400, whatever, it's fine. Number 5, Florida State with a big jump up to plus 1,100 in that number 5 spot. Your top 4 for week 2, we've had a shakeup in the top 4. If you remember last week, it was Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan for your top 4. Now number 4, Ohio State at plus 900. So Ohio State has dropped to number 4. Michigan takes that number 3 spot at plus 700. Alabama at plus 550 at that number 2 spot. And number 1 holding in there, Georgia.
Number 2 is not going to be there for long.
Scott, what do you make of the wise guys rankings for week 2? How we feeling? Any surprises in there? Anybody that you don't think belongs?
Nope. Looking like chalk, baby. Those Final Four are still the same Final Four that'll be there in the end, just like I said.
Nope. -1. Minus the incestuous little fuckers there at number 2. I'm telling you, bro. If you look at the prospects they put out in the NFL, most of them have been criminals. I'm just saying.
Listen,
a la Henry Ruggs, a la Jerry Jeudy, criminals.
Listen, Alabama has Tommy Reese calling the plays, so I'm not sold on that. I've seen Tommy Reese and what he does to an offense. I'm not sold that Alabama is good at
They would go crazy today.
Tank wants to know if this track is called Sexual Italian.
I like it.
I'm very, very happy with this music.
This is
segment.
solid. When you previewed it here before the show, I'm like, that's pretty good. But the longer it goes, the better it gets. And now, Sexual Italian is its official name.
Yes.
That's the name of this track. Could you imagine bars over this beat?
Sarah said the song is the embodiment of how I feel at a buffet.
It's me, Micah Tederico.
Should I kill a mic for real?
Graduate of El Boucher.
I have the win totals.
That's your wise guys top 10 for the week. Again,
my
top
voice
four,
is
Ohio
always
State.
accurate.
Damn it, Georgia. All right, Caesar, let's pick a few of these because we're running short on time. So pick a few of them that we'll guess the over-under on their win total.
Georgia, 11.5.
Over.
Over.
That was easy.
Alabama, 10.
Over.
Under.
What? You're saying under 10?
I'm just talking shit. That's only my take for this week. Next week it'll change.
Okay.
Clemson, 10.
Under.
Yeah.
Florida
under.
State, 9.5.
Over.
Texas, 9.5.
Over.
Over.
I think Texas does it this year.
Mhm.
Oklahoma, 9.5.
Under.
Over. Did we lose Caesar on that?
Washington, 9.5.
Washington?
Under.
Over. I'll take over.
The toxic fuckers at Tennessee,
What's the number?
9. Sorry.
Over.
Push.
And
I
then
think they win 9.
And then the main one for all of you, Notre Dame, 8.5.
Over.
I like them
Especially
to
after
take
what I
over.
saw.
This is another. Yeah, this is another. This is another year where all their hopes and dreams are going to get crushed at the end. So we're going over. They're going to play out of their minds and then get to the playoffs and.
They're gonna splooge. I just learned what that meant.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the 12-team playoff next year so that Notre Dame at least gets a playoff win. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited to get
You could be
one
like,
win
you
in
could
the
be like
playoffs.
TCU that put up their college football appearance on their stadium.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I want a team like Notre Dame or whoever it is that gets in there for the first time and gets that first dub over all the schools that don't have any. And it's like, woo, right? First time in, first win, baby. Like, yeah, schools with playoff wins. All these other schools, Alabama with all these playoff wins, yada, yada. Us won. We got one more than all these fuckers.
It's all right. I'll take it. That's one more than a lot of schools have.
No. I know. It would just be very UCF. Like, I love it. It's just like, hey, we're just going all the way petty with it, baby. Just petty as fuck. So I'm here for it. Like, I hope somebody does embrace it. Like, yeah, one more playoff wins than all of these, big time program schools.
Scott said that's the drop, and now I don't know what we were talking about.
I think it was when we were doing the Mike Tirico with that El Boucher thing. I think.
What the fuck is El Boucher?
It's El Boucher.
Is that a real? Was a real person's name El? Like El Boucher?
Yes, Scott went to El Boucher.
Oh
Was
my
El
God.
Boucher. Definitely wasn't E.L. Boucher.
It definitely was.
So whatever Mexican it was in Ohio. You got a school named after you, my boy.
All right.
Oh my
Real
God.
quick, let's do this. This is now 2 weeks in a row that I have not gotten to talk about the Amazon AI features that they're introducing for Thursday Night Football. We'll talk about that next week because maybe we can actually watch it this week and then decide. But they're doing some cool shit, man.
I still didn't get to make my football chip reference thing. Dude, go. We'll save it for next week, though. We'll save it for next week. Go, do your thing. Do your thing. Sorry.
Is this just going to be the new thing? Just keep pushing
It
off.
is. We're just gonna say my joke is just gonna keep getting pushed off into the end season. It's okay. I will say that it's timely enough that until this person graduates this coming year, or leaves college, he's a junior, I think, probably whatever. It'll be a timely and perfectly funny joke.
All right, fair enough.
Putting it in the barrel.
That's one hell of a tease.
That's a big time tease. All right, 2 quick stories to end the show. We're gonna go to the soccer world first. You got to help me with these teams. There was a team called Lion, apparently.
Olympic Leon.
All right, Leon, thank you. They played PSG and they lost like 4-1. And apparently they're terrible this year and they're getting their asses kicked all the time. So for some reason, the fans got to have a microphone and talk after the game. So the game ends, they lose 4-1 to PSG, and then there's just video of a fan with the microphone playing over the stadium speakers where the fan is telling the players that they're trash and dog shit and they don't deserve to wear the uniforms. The people before them have sacrificed so much, and if you're not going to play that hard, just take off the uniform now. And I want this to be a thing in all sports.
It started becoming a thing last year.
Seriously.
The AC Milan Ultras were not pleased with the performance of AC Milan, so like the manager and the players went up to them, and you see the Ultras fucking throwing them the finger and like pointing at them is like mierda, mierda, mierda. Crazy.
But
You'd love
dude,
to see
they
it.
gave these people a microphone over the stadium speakers and were like, have at it. And they were like, you all fucking suck and I hate you all. I want this to happen at every single sport ever. Like, I want fans to be able to be like, you know what, give me that microphone and just talk shit to any player on the field. Not like, we get that with social media. No, I want you to be able to get on a microphone in front of an entire stadium and talk shit. Scott, are you on board with this plan?
No. Not a good idea. Not a good idea, my friend. I mean, on paper, it sounds like a good idea, right? Until
You think of malice?
No, I'm just thinking just every day, just first time something doesn't go right in an SEC school and one of the black players
shit.
is to blame.
These fucking boys.
I'm out on this one, dog. We're not handing the mic around at an Ole Miss fucking game when, a black player misses a tackle that would have ended the game. No, I'm good. I am good.
We're gonna have to teach us about another historical event.
Yeah. That'll be the first and last time that ends. It'll be like, that was a riot on Ole Miss that day. The National Guard was called in.
Help is on the way.
That's my bad, Scott.
I know where your mind was. It's like it's a good idea in theory. Like if there was responsible human beings, this would be a great idea. But since we know there aren't, I'm good. Because you comparatively said, we've got Twitter, and people think it's like, no, but the dark side of Twitter is very dark. Very dark.
I'm just gonna go ahead and admit this is a blind spot for me. I didn't realize I had. Because my mind didn't even go there. I didn't even think that like maybe somebody would get on a microphone and say some really terrible, awful shit. So that's on me. I apologize. You're right.
You bit the bullet. All that matters.
You underestimated sports fans everywhere, my friend.
No, racist white sports fans.
Rick said, "Try that."
Exactly. Oh God.
All right, last story before we go. No drop for it, but apparently beer goggles don't exist. I refuse to believe this, but there was research done where they had people drink and they would rate people's attractiveness as they got drunker, and there's no correlation between the drunker you are and the more attractive somebody is. I refuse to believe.
Yeah,
listen,
bullshit.
I've always refused it. I can tell you what it is. You're just a horny sack of shit. You don't care anymore. That's all it is.
That's what they said. They said,
hence beer goggles existing. Like,
yeah,
that proves it,
bro. A 4 is still gonna be a 4 if I'm hammered. If anything, I'm more willing to tell her she's a 4 if I'm hammered.
That's what they said, was that like it doesn't necessarily make somebody seem more attractive. It just lowers your inhibition to go up and shoot your shot from somebody who you may not have shot your shot with before. I think that's crazy.
Bombs away.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
I was in a 2-year relationship because of beer goggles. Like, I think that's very. I think those are a very
beer
real.
Goggles are real. They exist, and I refuse to believe this science. We're not. No, inaccurate. This shows
is just what they want you to believe. They want you to go out there and not believe in beer goggles. This is some bullshit.
This shows you the depth of human knowledge. Not very deep. Not very deep. That's what we're doing on this one.
Also, we've got researchers that are like, listen, this whole cancer thing, big problem, but also,
can we research?
We should probably figure this out. Let's get to the bottom of this one. This seems easier to crack the code on. And also,
because it's just like a group project when it's like, hey, we've got to tackle all the really big aspects of this group project. But what if in the meantime, while we're getting inspired to do all that, we decorate the poster board? Because like that's got to happen too, right? Like it's part of the project, and we don't want to do the actual work, so we'll just decorate this poster board. That's what this fucking research was. It's like, yeah. Like cancer's a thing, and we're gonna solve that too. But in the meantime, we might as well figure out if beer goggles exist, right? Am I right?
How do I sign up to be a subject in studies like this? Because this is like dream job scenario of being like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna look at these pictures and you're gonna rate them on a scale from 0 to 10, and then we're gonna pump you full of booze and you're gonna rate them again. And I'd be like, this is the greatest job in the world. It's the greatest job in the world. There is no job better than that.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty sweet job. That's a good gig if you can get it.
Sarah's saying, I know about that relationship. You definitely upgraded.
What a dog. What a dog. Let's go, Mike. Let's go. Let's go. What a dog. W.
Look at the time. Scott.
Texas fight. Make him eat shit. And it's goodbye to all the rest.
Scott, what were you drinking? Would you bang your beer?
As my palate has shown its evolution, unlike the evolution of the human mind when it comes to beer goggles, I was drinking Sam Adams Hoppy Lager, 4.5%. It's solid. It's just a nice, smooth drinking IPA. Nothing fancy, nothing bold. Really good flavor. Easy bang all day.
Caesar, you were drinking some bullshit.
Yes, sir. Some European
Some bullshit.
Heineken Silver. European
Heineken.
Michelob. It was good. It was light. I can still drive, which I need to do. I need to go buy some groceries.
Guys, sorry, PJ said I want to be in the out of focus group, which is a great joke. Rex said they make beer goggles in the military during safety days. We put them on and drive an obstacle course to simulate drunk driving. And then Scott referenced my college beer pong team was shitty. Team close call.
Oh shit!
I was drinking Mad Tree Pumpkin and Taps Frisch's. Close call, God damn it! Thank you, Scott, for bringing that back up. It was good. It was a good beer. I'd bang it. It was a good time. Oh my god, dude! I forgot all about Team Close Call. This was a show, guys. We did it. We did a show.
Again, I hope it wasn't some of y'all's first. Holy shit! We'll try again next week.
I hope it was. You know what? This is now the thing. Scott, we just have to accept this is just what the show is.
It's me, Micah Tirico. Do you think they'll get Chris Pratt to do the movie version? Do you think they'll whitewash? They're gonna whitewash Mike Tirico. Oh no! Oh no! Damn, that Hollywood strikes again.
Oh, shit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Goddamn
We
thing.
really appreciate it. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports on X and Instagram. Join the Facebook group. It's a ton of fun in there. All the people you saw commenting are in there. It's a good time. Sub to the YouTube page. It helps us grow. It helps us get in front of more people so that we can do the same dumb shit to a bigger audience. So do that. Help us out. Also, subscribe and review wherever you get your podcasts, even the ones that Caesar doesn't know about. Go hit us up there. Help us out. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Go hit them up. Tons of great content on the Belly Up Sports page. And also go sub and rate and review all of the pods on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. We will see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
It's us.
I fucking my dog's going crazy. Texas fight.
Feel like poop right now.